All right, the next two questions will turn us to international relations, and we'll begin with two questions on the war in Israel and Palestine. The first question, is Israel committing more crimes in Gaza? Can you talk broadly about what Congress can be doing to stop the loss of life in the region? And Gary Terry, you are first.
Thank you. Yes. First off, the United States is the leader of the free world. We have to support our allies. So I support Israel's right to protect their borders. Now, their conduct of the war has not been great. People have said that this borders on genocide. The true definition of genocide is that they are intentionally trying to wipe out a race or a group of people. I don't know that that's true. But because we're the leaders of the free world, and because they're our strongest ally in the Middle East, we have a responsibility to make sure that they're doing the right thing. I do believe that there's a lot of wanton killing of those folks, the Palestinians, and so we have to tell Israel that if you continue to do what you're doing, then we're going to have to withdraw some of our support. Maybe it's in the weapons that we give to them or whatever, but we cannot allow that to continue to happen. As the leaders of the free world, other countries in the world are looking at us. And if we allow one of our strongest allies to do what's happening there in the Gaza Strip, then we're not leaders. So I believe that we do need to pull Israel back. I understand now that there is a plan on the table for a ceasefire, and there's a plan for going forward. That needs to happen. And in my opinion, it should have happened much sooner than it's happened now.
Israel is in direct violation of our own law, the Leahy Act, which states that any country that has gross human rights violations, we don't support them militarily. And I can tell you unequivocally, as a military intelligence professional, they are committing gross human rights violations. And what drove this home to me the other day was that supposedly a precision attack on Rafah against the two high-value targets, and they sent a bomb in there. Now Israel, you don't know this, they have a lot of special operations forces, and they have a unit called the Maghlin unit, which that's their sole purpose, is to go boots on ground and go into infill, either take the target out, neutralize them, or take them off the battlefield. So dropping the bomb tells me that they have no interest in actually trying to solve the Hamas problem, because they could have extracted those two high-value targets and gleaned intelligence from them. Instead, they dropped the bomb and created more havoc. And so we need, collectively, President Biden needs to really step up, and we need to do this. We're not going to send you anything else until we do a ceasefire, and we get to the bottom of what's going on over here. And I know it's close because Biden keeps saying it's going to happen, but we need to force Israel to do a ceasefire, get the remains of the hostages back, and see what's going on, because right now what they're doing is untenable, and they are losing the PR fight because Israel is in the wrong on this.
I'm pretty much in alignment with the gentleman, my fellow candidates here. Ceasefire, definitely. I do think that the Biden administration needs to elevate its consequences, like stopping aid going in, and continue to provide humanitarian aid. Israel is our ally. We have a special obligation, but something is not right. Gary used the term genocide was a little overreach. In my estimation, it looks like genocide to me. I'm not a military girl. These two gentlemen are, so they know that's their lane. But I would say it's genocide happening. And just in listening to my constituents, that some people email me because they want to know my feelings on it. And so my feelings are, I support what Biden has been doing up to now, calling for a ceasefire, getting hostages back, slowing down the aid. And I think what Paul suggested, this idea of just shut it down, let's investigate and hold some accountabilities, because I don't think we can win this thing either way. with the shooting that keeps taking place. We've got to get a ceasefire that holds, and we've got to get some aid in there and get our hostages back.
And I'll give you a rebuttal if you'd like to take that.
Not a rebuttal.
Okay, that's fine.
But I have a comment, yeah.
Sure, you got 30 seconds.
Okay.
First one, guys. Not anything against what they said, but I always say that this 30-second clip, us providing 36 clips, is not good. There's a lot that's going on back behind the scenes. The Prime Minister of Israel was in trouble before all of this happened. And so he was a Trump guy. He's not a Biden guy. So us having some control over him is much difficult now. So this is not a simple issue. There's a lot more that's going on that we don't know about.